Thank you, Craig.
Thank you so much, Craig.
All right. We start this session a little bit back in time. Just for recording purposes, I'm not going to reread the opening. I mean, I could if you want to, Jules.
Um, you could have read it to me before recording then, if that was the case.
I mean, it doesn't really matter. It could be a part of the recording or not. It's more of if you want me to read the opening or not to you.
I do want you to read the opening to me.
Okay. I'll have to change it. It'll have to be changed just a little bit just because you are not in the city of Dranit currently. So
Yeah,
the back
yeah.
end of it I'll
You need
just
to-
edit.
I'm ready.
Okay. It's a little bit of a long spiel and it's more of a history lesson than anything.
That
So
means
go ahead. You're good?
that means I can smoke.
Yes, you can.
So go off.
Long ago, the world was at war over a stone of greater magic. Good versus evil clashed as they struggled for the stone and its power. Their battle brought tragedy. The stone shattered into 7 pieces, causing a ripple of magic to course through the planet, altering its energies and blurring reality. This ripple brought down the moon upon Phyros, crashing into the surface of the planet, causing unseen devastation. With the moon gone, the oceans dried up and the surface became hostile and inhospitable to humanoid life. The land became barren and dry, having vast deserts like salt flats and harsh tundra making up most of its now tarnished landscape. The people retreated down, below the surface, to try and get back to their normal lives. However, the surface was not the only thing to be affected by the sundering of magic. What was known as the Underdark had fallen deeper into the planet with the tectonic plates in disarray. New underground shelves sprouted, and with it new cities and towns on various levels of the underground now thrived in the darkness. Only those who hunt or protect the places below, those who are banished, and a spare few who have dreams from tales told of a city far to the north, settled by a one-armed winged hero on the surface, dare travel upward, but no one has yet to return from such a journey. After many years of relative peace underground, everything has begun to change once again, as the once safe ceilings of the underground have started to collapse inward, opening huge gaps in its wake, leading those mutated by magic, monsters that thrive above, to assault those below with impunity, and the catastrophic weather to seep into the underground. You find yourself in Grackle Ruins. You have been recruited by Dranit's Guild to participate in a group to help figure out what's happening. Why is the ceiling collapsing? Can it be repaired? What's the cause? Etc., etc. You usually hail from the city of Dranit, which is about from where you are 2.5 to 3 days' journey by walking. You and Finn have been stationed here at the ruins for about a week. Finn has gone back to Dranit to gather up everybody else and bring them back to you. You're in charge of holding this position until Finn returns. You and Finn have been holding this position, like I said, for about a week or so, maybe a little more. The undead that are coming in from the fungal forest to the west, kind of northwest from the town, from this ruin specifically, have been coming in droves. They seem to be assaulting Salonia, one of the other major cities of this level, to the north, very aggressively. But they have also been causing havoc to the ruins and the town just south of the ruins, of which you know is Finn's hometown, called Littlefoot. Littlefoot,
You.
Little Root. I mess it up every time. So yes, Finn has returned. You have been left. You guys have fought a lot of undead. You specifically have been fighting a lot of undead for the past couple months, as you believe that there's something to do with your twin involving all this commotion. You have a feeling, a vibe, you know? Somehow you
My
feel
twin
that,
senses are tingling.
yeah, somehow you feel that your twin is involved in some way. You just haven't found out how or why. You've tried to travel into the fungal forest on occasion, but every time you seem to go in, you seem to get turned right back around and spit back out where you went in, basically, as if something doesn't want you in there. But instead of consuming you, simply spits you back out. You've had basically no trouble with the undead. They're very simple creatures. The bulk of the force usually goes up to Salonia, passes right by you guys. However, recently, it seems they're really fighting to acquire a foothold in the ruins you currently occupy. It seems that they think that if they can occupy it, they might have a better chance of taking Salonia. This, of course, makes the town slightly to the south of you. It's about a couple hours walk, in great, great danger. So you and Finn walk to the town before Finn leaves you, kind of leaves you in the town of Little Root. You have a couple hours before you have to head back to the ruins to keep watch and make sure that no undead assault the town, and so on and so forth. Is there anything you would like to do in the town specifically?
Uh, Probably would want to get a good meal because, you know, Jennifer takes effort.
Perfect. So yeah, as
Mhm.
Finn kind of walks you back to the town, points out you've been here a couple times, kind of he points out some nice, little hole in the wall places that are in the town, where the local tavern is, that kind of stuff. You know, as part of the guild, and with you two being stationed here, that you basically have a room in the tavern at this point, provided by the guild, basically. I would like to take this opportunity for you to please describe your character. More for the recording, I will ask you to describe your character again during Saturday's session, but if you would like to describe your character.
Yes, so my character is quite petite, very born, with quite a moppy head of blue hair and a gray blue skin tone. They are unfortunately sparkly and identify as a non-binary being, despite the history of all fairies being female. Um, they have. Ah, sorry, my dog just. No,
Okay.
he's attacking me. Moose, why? It's fine. Um, and they carry around a large scythe. Um, they have two moms and they have green eyes.
Amazing. So as you're kind of strutting through the town, you can go, I assume you're going to go to the tavern, get a nice hearty meal before you rest up.
Yeah,
Perfect. So yeah, you go into the tavern. You know the tavern lady who's been there this whole time. Her name is Susan. She's a very nice dwarvish lady. She sees you come in. She kind of knows already. She has a plate ready for you. You sit in your usual spot that you and Finn usually sit in, and she brings you a nice hearty bowl of stew. Brings you a little drink, and she kind of stands there. Anything else I can get for you? She asks.
no, thank you, Susan.
Of course. And she'll toddle on back behind the bar where you see she steps onto like a step stool. So she's like the height. So she's like above the bar. She continues cleaning glasses. And yeah, you are left into the tavern by your lonesome, basically. In this tavern, sort of normal characters. There's a community bard singing softly some tales, the normal people you've seen around town. There's a couple dragonborn in this town as well. Uh, There's the most notable ones that don't quite blend in quite well. There's like a pure white one. She's a little shorter in stature. She frequents the tavern very regularly. There's a more burly red looking dragonborn, kind of a more greenish brown. And you kind of have like just some normal colors, kind of like sandstone and whatnot. Mostly it's humans here, but there are a couple dragonborn, probably due to the belief in this town, which is they believe in Bahamut, the dragon god, the good dragon god. So there's lots of effigies of dragons here. It makes sense why it's the closest town to Dranet, given its affiliation. Is there anything else
Okie
you'd like to
dokie.
do in the tavern, my friend?
Uh, uh, no, just gonna eat, um, do whatever rest they can do, and then go back to their spot.
Perfect. Okay. So yeah, you've no problems. You don't really talk to anybody during the evening. It gets a little rowdier as it gets later and later, and eventually you retire to your bed. You have a very soundless sleep. Nothing happens.
Oh,
You've slept a
actually,
couple
right,
times.
right. They'll wake up sometime in the middle of the night
Yeah.
as their habit, and
Okay.
they will make themselves a blended herbal tea.
Sure. You wake
They
up.
just like to mess with herbs. They can't read, they just make teas.
You just go, herbs smell good.
This seems like this would mix well with this. I want a little bit of this in there. I think this is mint.
Yeah, you get up, it's pretty quiet in the town. Everything's kind of settled down. No one's quite up yet, of course. You fiddle around with some tea concoctions. Eventually, you settle on one that smells pretty good. Uh, you enjoy it. You don't poison yourself, thank goodness.
It could be fun to roll for later in the future.
Yeah, later in the future, I will have you roll for such a thing, but we'll say in this instance, you've been here, like I said, a couple days, so like you kind of know which herbs have been good during the time. So I will say this time we will not roll for it, but in the future, I will have you roll for food poisoning.
Sick. I look forward to it.
Amazing. Do you try and go
Um,
back to sleep or?
oh yeah, this is like a part of their regular routine. They always sleep in a burst. So they never sleep like a full 8 hours. It's more like
Mm,
they sleep for like 4, stay up for an hour, sleep for another 4, or if
okay.
it's like they only have 8 hours, it's like they'll sleep for 4, stay up for an hour, and then sleep for 3,
Okay. So you
or
drink
like
your
a half an
tea.
hour or something.
Drink your tea in the quiet evening. On occasion, as you kind of sit by the window and look out, you'll see this beam of light going across the horizon back towards the ruins that you have been protecting. You've seen this light on occasion. It's in the distance, clearly more towards Salonia, but you're a little closer at the ruins, and you know it's definitely magical in nature. It'll kind of go for a while, these huge beams of light. It seems to be some sort of spell. You assume it's fighting from Salonia's guards or something. Uh, and it'll go for a while and then it'll kind of fade off and it'll stop. And then a couple hours later, it'll start up again, basically. You kind of watch that for a little bit and then go back to sleep. And then eventually we get back to the morning and you feel a little stronger. Whatever was in that tea, you felt it gave you a little boost. You feel amazing. You feel like you just like like worked out for like all day yesterday, but like none of the muscle is sore or anything. You feel invigorated.
Damn. I wish I remembered what I put in the tea.
So true. Oh, that's your level up feeling.
Yeah.
As you level up to level 4 randomly. You get up in the morning. Breakfast is, of course, ready. You can grab it kind of as you please. Just simple things, sausage, eggs, some fruit, basically. Kind of grab and go if you'd like. Um, the town is just kind of starting to bustle and move about. Market stalls are starting to open, that kind of thing. Um, yeah, everyone's you can smell like the bakers baking bread. Uh, I assume you're kind of gonna go straight back to the ruins.
Oh yeah, big time.
'Kay. You
They're just
start heading
they're just
back.
here on duty.
Yeah. You start heading back. You say you like your hellos to Susan. Um, and she kind of waves you like,
Which
good
is
luck.
just a nod.
Yep. You head back. It's pretty quiet on the way back. It seems that the undead have taken a break, at least from coming towards the town. You see a couple of the bodies that you and Finn have slain. It seems to be a mixture of some like undead that have mushrooms growing out of them. But lately, you've noticed that more and more of them seem to be myconid zombies. They are the fungal people that usually live within the mushroom fungal forest. And it seems that these have also been affected to the point that they are now acting zombie-ish. They seem to be like partially rotted in some places. It seems that they're moving from the more simpler forms of undead to a more refined version, uh, probably more durable in that sense. Occasionally, you'll still get the casual, the normal, the classic skeleton or whatever. But lately, it seems to be a lot more of the fungal people that seem to be assaulting you. Um, yeah, you walk back to the ruins. The ruins are an old, dwarven, underground dwarven city that used to be here many hundreds, if not 1,000 to couple thousand years old. It's one of the few surviving ruins that still remain on this level of the underground that didn't just sink or get crushed with the rest of the Underdark. Uh, you've got quite a nice setup there. You and Finn have kind of set up like a little nice little camp, basically. Not really the best to sleep, but good defensible position. You guys have kind of nestled yourself in some of the ruins, some stone ruins of an old church. And yeah, it's just you currently. You know that Finn was talking about Val, your guild master, having some possible information about his family and about the cultists that seem to be getting worse in the area that is called Stone Hollows. That is the level you are currently on. Um, and you, of course, have shared quite a few things with Finn as well. Just like talking, reminiscing back and forth between the fire, basically. But now it's just you. You have some time. You're just on watch, basically. Is there anything you'd like to do in the ruins? Anywhere you'd like to look? Or are you just going to be on patrol?
Um, while patrolling, they will look for like herbs and stuff that they know to replenish their kit.
Sure, sure. Make a. Let me just pull this up here. Let's see. You can make survival. I'll also take search. I'll also take a spot. Skill check. Whichever
Um,
you feel is better.
might I Are you medicine?
Ooh, medicine. Medicine is not a skill
And
unless
why
it's
is it
like,
here
is it a
in my
craft
skills?
skill? Like, do you craft medicine?
No, it says skills, acrobatics, animal handling, arcana, athletics, deception, history, insight, intimidation, investigation, medicine, nature, perception, performance,
Oh,
persuasion, religion, sleight of hand, stealth,
that
and
is
survival.
5th edition skills.
I see.
Yes, 3.5 have different skills. So let's see.
Um,
Spot you can do untrained, survival you can do untrained. What was the other one I said? Search you can do untrained. So any of these three you can do untrained. Uh, is your wisdom would probably be higher than your intelligence, correct?
um, yeah,
Okay. What's your bonus to wisdom?
3.
3? Okay. Say we have. Oh, let's see. Oh, no, one more. I blame you, Gary. You helped make Jules's character.
I also blame Gary.
We'll say you'd have quite a
He
few
nailed it.
ranks in this skill specifically. I assume you'd put ranks into survival and spot.
Yes.
I don't know if you have proficiency. Okay, roll a d20 and add 6 to it. We're just going to make a generalized.
Okay.
Knowledge nature. Yeah, I would take knowledge nature as well. You helped make the character, bro.
We literally made the tea.
Okay, balance is a skill. Diplomacy is a skill. Okay, yeah, these are skills. But the ones Jules was reading was incorrect.
I'm just reading what was there. What the fuck was I reading?
Yeah. Because I was like, yeah, those are the skills, but the ones you were reading were not.
Oh, dude, I'm reading Echo.
Oh,
Oh,
bro.
fuck.
Bro's on the wrong character sheet. I'll still take this role. We'll just say for the sake, this is fine. That's so funny though. I rescind my blaming of you, Gary. Whoopsie
Me too.
daisies. I
Sorry,
claim
that was
whoopsie
all me.
daisies.
That was all me.
Okay. Even with a 14, very easily, if we're not even counting the +6, very easily you are able to spot some of the herbs that you have already collected here before. You look around, you collect a bunch. It's a good way to search, but also, you're kind of walking around the ruins anyways, so it kind of works out. Um, you actually find a couple new ones starting to grow that you hadn't seen before, a couple mushroom types, um, that kind of thing. Then you also kind of tuck them away for a later use. While you're kind of doing this, I would like you to make. You could make either a listen or a spot check.
Hmm. I don't have either of those, so it doesn't really matter.
Okay,
I
so it
just
means
roll a
that you're not
d20.
trained in it. So spot would be 20 plus your wisdom modifier, and then listen would be the same as just wisdom modifier. It'll just give you different things depending on which one you choose.
All right, I'm gonna listen.
Okay. So yeah, 20 plus your wisdom modifier. Okay, 13 is not bad. As you're kind of picking, it's pretty quiet down here. There's not a lot. Like I said, you're a couple hours from the town, so it's unlikely that you would hear, unless like there was a party going on the town, you wouldn't really hear anything from there. But you do kind of hear almost shuffling or movement around. Though when you look, it doesn't seem that you can see anything. Now, the Underdark is not bustling like a forest. There are lots of rock formations, rock debris, types of lichen or lichen and mushrooms, bioluminescent plants, that kind of stuff. But there isn't really a lot of places to hide. But you're pretty sure you hear something moving around the ruins with you, almost watching you.
Mm. Can I do a spot check now? Now I want to look around.
Sure, yeah, you can make a spot check, see if you get a better roll to see if you can spot what is it you are hearing.
I got a worse roll, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, so you try and pinpoint where you're hearing these noises, and as you're kind of looking around, it's almost like the looking is throwing you off of the sound. So you'll hear a sound, turn to look at it, and then it seems like the sound is behind you, kind of thing. You can't seem to
Mhm.
pinpoint its origin.
I'm gonna go back to my post, like
Sure.
specifically right where I'm supposed to be,
Mhm. You
and
kind of travel back.
stand at ready.
Okay. You travel back. You still are kind of hearing those sounds move with you, though nothing seems to be coming out or trying to harm you in any way. This is very irregular. This is something undead, really, at least the ones you've been fighting, are not capable of doing. Um, they're they're controlled by something, so they just follow simple orders. They're not skilled enough to do this sort of thing, whatever is with you currently. But you go back to the post. It's quiet, like I said. You kind of go through your herbs, kind of go through them. Um, the day goes on. There's still that feeling that something's watching you, but nothing makes a move against you. Nothing approaches. Nothing, even though you've been in the same spot on patrol, it doesn't seem to want to fight you in any way. It's just wants to watch, just wants to observe whatever it is. Um, And as you kind of get into nighttime again, you know that you probably will have to stay the night here this time around
Yeah.
instead of going back to the town. Uh,
Oh, yeah. I'm not
you,
moving.
yeah, you know that Finn should be um, showing up most likely tomorrow at the end of the day or the morning after, basically. Should be showing up based on
Yeah.
how long it usually takes for travel. Um, and yeah, we get into the later of the evening and you start to hear that sound again. It seems agitated this time, as if something, like it's giving you a warning that something is coming, but you don't see anything. You don't hear anything other than whatever this thing is, basically.
Okay. Um, I am going to. Excuse me.
Okay. You can just stand post. That's okay. Oh, this is not the page I want.
I suppose I will.
Okay. You still yourself. You chillin'. Currently, things are going pretty okay. You've had many nights like this. Just usually, um, missions like this, you're usually with at least Finn or somebody else from the guild. Though you do a lot of just by yourself missions. Just this one feels a little weird to be on yourself, especially because you feel watched. Uh,
Finn was already
you
with me previously.
yeah, you feel that whatever is happening is starting to kind of weigh at you, kind of pull at your psyche a little bit. Um, Not enough that it drives you crazy, of course. It's literally one night, but that tea you usually have later, you definitely do not sleep the normal 4 hours. You probably sleep for maybe two, wake up, sleep for two more, wake up again. You wake up a couple times during this night. You have some of your tea. Occasionally, of course, when you do wake up, you see those beams of light once again off in the distance, a little closer now because you're in the ruins and not in the town. Um, you could almost sitting here by yourself, you could almost feel the power coming off of this beam. It feels hot, but also cold. You shouldn't be feeling it from this range, but it seems that whatever magic is being used over there is extremely powerful. But eventually it fades. You go back to sleep. You wake up again as the fluorescent flora around you begins to give you kind of like it's time to get up, you know. It's quote unquote morning time in a sense. Uh you know that you probably don't have much longer to wait basically. Um but as you kind of stirred your morning routine, you kind of start walking around. That presence that you felt suddenly goes away. Or before it was almost starting to feel oppressive. Now it's complete absence and you start to hear movement. But this time it sounds like something is approaching, shuffling towards you. Slowly. But it seems that some undead have come to break your peace a little bit. They're not quite at the ruins yet, but undead are approaching the ruins.
Well, it is my job to get rid of them, so I'll get myself ready to do so.
Perfect. Yeah, you get ready, you get up, get your armor on, like you make your scythe all nice and sharp, and you kind of meet them at the border of the ruins. You see them, they're shuffling towards you. At first, it's simple, just it looks like the standard zombie styles. None of the myconids you've seen a lot of, but there's just a couple, I'd say maybe 5 basically. As they shuffle, they see you emerge from the ruins and they shuffle towards you. Slowly, they're coming. They go bruh as they approach you. They're it's a zombie. Like this
Obviously, I'm
yes. Go right
going
ahead.
to
You
fight
have
evil.
like you see them way ahead of time. These guys are really slow. I'm just gonna have you make 5 attack rolls, and we'll just see if you hit them
Okay.
because they also have basically like no HP.
What is my attack roll?
Your attack roll should be. I think we allowed that your battle dancing staff allows you to use your charisma modifier for your
Yeah,
attacks. Yeah.
yeah. So it's over. Let me do this. Get out of my way.
Yep.
How many am I doing?
5. Ooh. Okay, only roll 2 more. Okay, roll 1 more. Okay.
The
I will
4?
say yeah, just the 4 because you rolled a nat 20 on one of them. So 'Kay. You spot them so easily. You yawn. This is easy pickings for you. This is nothing. You fucking fly over there, no problemo. You with a swish and a twirl, you just fucking cut 2 of them in half, easy peasy, cut off their heads. Um, the other one, you kinda cut him down the middle. The last one, you cut him at the knees. He's not dead, he is kind of crawling towards you. Uh, but you know that it'll take him a while to get to you even if you were just to let him crawl all the way to you, honestly, but you can coup de grace him and finish him off, basically. You've no problem. These are fine. You do notice, however, that as you kind of end this last zombie's undeath, um, these ones seem to liquefy as you kind of leave them. Usually, most of the time, they're just there. They're just a body. You have been instructed by the guild that any bodies that you find and or defeat, you are to burn them for fear that they may come back alive, that whatever is controlling them can just re-rise them, basically. But as you go to kind of collect these ones, like I said, they gooify as you touch them, which is strange. You touch one of them and this black ichor kind of sticks to your hands and to your armor. Um,
Mm,
and you kind of struggle to kind of remove it. Uh, and yeah, they just kind of turn into goop.
okay, gross. I will be reporting that.
Noted. I assume you leave the goop.
I'm gonna try to burn the goop.
Okay, you
Sacred
you
flame that
go
goop.
you go back to the fire. You grab like a torch, a stick, a little bit of cloth. You light it. You're like, surely this will light a flame. And you would be correct as you bring the torch kind of towards this goop. The second it touches, it ignites almost like a tar. It's quite aggressive. It's not a light, kind of subtle fire. It kind of explodes into flame. And it fizzles out just as quickly, and there's nothing but ash left. This is
Ooh.
extremely strange. You've not
Can
encountered
I
undead like
collect
this.
them?
Can you what them?
Can I collect some in a little jar
Of the goop or the dust?
of the goop and the dust?
Okay. I will say that as you kind of light the first one, you realize that, maybe I should take a sample. So you take a sample of the first one's ash, move over to the next one before you burn it. You take a bit of the goop sample. You have vials on you. You carry, like, you collect various uh, herbs and such. So, of course, you have little jars and things that you can use for such a thing. And yeah, you collect some things, you put them in your pack, you burn the rest of the goop. Um, and you take a
Uh,
quick little look around. No more
also,
undead shuffling towards you currently.
just to be clear, they do draw a little monster face on both of those containers so that they don't
I
accidentally eat it.
I figured you'd put some sort of labeling on it.
Well,
But
they're
that is
illiterate, so I had to
yes.
make sure that we were aware they would definitely still label it.
Yes. Yeah, you draw a little cute little face with horns on it to signify that this is monster something of some sort, and you know, you can put like a little crossbones, like do not eat kind of thing,
Yeah.
basically on the vials. And you stick them in your pack. You know that you probably won't be able to get an in-depth analysis of them without some sort of lab equipment, which is not here currently. Um, you could investigate it further with like magic or arcana of some sort, but right now it's in your pack. It's stored away just in case. And like I said, there's no one dead currently coming towards you. Though you know that where there's a couple, there's usually more on the way.
I mean, my literal job is to sit here and guard this spot and kill undead coming into the town, right?
Yes. And burned
So,
the bodies that you and Finn took care of the day prior, so
yeah. So I'm just doing my job.
yeah, you go around
Waiting
the
for
other
Phil.
bodies that you and Finn had dealt with the day prior before Finn left. They burn normally. They didn't turn to goop or nothing or it's like nope, they're just
Hmm.
normal zombie bodies. Couple of those myconid bodies, of course. They burn a little differently, just different makeup of genetic material basically. Um and yeah, you kind of go about your day. That feeling of being watched doesn't come back for quite a while. You spend most of the day walking around, getting more herbs, pulling bodies over, burning them, sitting there watching the bodies burn, thinking about your life. Look at the mushroom forest. Think about your twin,
Wondering what she's up to. Hope
and
she's okay.
eventually, as you sit and are contemplating, it's gotten a little darker as the bioluminescent plants have started to dim, signifying an evening time. That feeling comes back. That being watched feeling.
You only come at
And
nighttime.
and as you feel it kind of return, you look kind of where you're feeling it the strongest. I won't even make you roll for this. And you look behind you, kind of through the ruins, and you see, you don't know how you missed them before, but it seems that a couple undead have gotten past you, and they're in between now, you and the town. It seems that they are heading towards the town. They seem to have ignored the ruins completely,
Oh,
and there seems to be 5 of them.
uh, hey!
Get back
They're
here!
gonna like scream at them to see if they can get their attention to come back this way.
You scream, and you know what? Let me roll. I have stats for these guys. Let me roll. See if they. No, I rolled a natural 2. They don't hear you. You yell, and they don't seem to acknowledge you at all. They simply walk forward. They walk towards the town.
Gonna see if I can fly up and hit them then.
Of course. You take initiative. You start flying towards them. As you get closer, you realize that these are not the zombies. These are myconids. They have gotten past you, and they seem to be in pretty good condition, although they are discolored and slightly rotting in some places, of course. And as you get closer, I need you to roll initiative for me, please.
What's my initiative again?
20 plus your dex usually.
Yeah, it's 3.
Let me just
17.
okay, and I'm just gonna roll a general initiative for these guys. 1, 2. Oh my god, I'm not gonna remember that. That's crazy. We'll just put it here. Initiative. Your initiative is 1. You suck, dude. Okay, I think you're pretty much gonna go after before all of these. You said you got 17, right? Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay, this one will actually go before you. Okay, I have a battle map if you wish for a visual.
Fantastic.
So you fly up, and as you get closer to them, you notice too that they all have these huge, almost pulsating pieces to their bodies. They seem to glow slightly as they inflate and deflate slightly, as if breathing or pumping into their body. And one of them notices your approach and turns around to face you as the others go, and it will try and hit you. What is your AC, Jules?
19.
19. Okay, definitely does not hit. Uh, it shouldn't hit at all. No, it doesn't hit. It takes a couple swipes at you. Um, it kind of claws back and forth. 1, 2, 3. It tries to slam you into a nearby rock. You deftly dodge it. Uh, and it seems to be angry. It starts to bubble, and it seems like it's going to release something. But it is now your turn. What would you like to do?
Um, uh, I would like to. Where's it? I'm just gonna hit him.
Yeah, go ahead.
Slice him.
Roll the hit. 17. You easily hit him.
No, 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 my friend. That was my mistake.
Oh, I see.
Although it is a plus one. No,
Yeah, it's just a really unhealthy Mike. Yeah. 6. Oh, that's not gonna do it. You swipe, and as your scythe kind of goes to cleave this myconid in half, it curls up, and it seems to almost be writhing or trying to contain something. And at this point, the other myconids now get to go. And of course, they're going to get closer. Not all of them, but they start to surround you. This guy won't make it. He's over here.
Mhm.
This guy also doesn't make it. Yeah. So there's 3 surrounding you right now. And 2 of them are going to take attacks on you. Doesn't hit. Oh, one got a hit in. Okay. So one of them goes, you dodge him. You're like, nah, not happening. I've dealt with you. This guy, however, he does hit you. And he gets you. Two. Need 2 of these. Where's my... What are you? Are you... What are you? There we go. The joys of using real dice. You take 16 points of damage as this myconid just slashes at you repeatedly. Slashes and slashes and slashes. And then we get to this guy. This guy who's been crouched down, seems to be bubbling. He lets out a burst, that moving, kind of pulsating, glowing portion of him as he kind of opens up his body, bursts out in front of him, out towards you. And please make a fortitude save.
Which one is that? Oh,
Fortitude
four.
save?
There it is. I found it. It says save is a plus 11 question
Yes.
mark.
Yep.
Okay, that does sound right. Okay.
Yep. Oh, natural 20. Amazing. I will say with a
Yay.
natural 20, you're not even going to take half damage. Usually, if you pass, you take half, but because you rolled a natural 20, you're not going to take any damage. Let's see if the others. Myconids will take damage. 2 of them won't. Let's see if the other 2 do. 1 of them will take damage from this. So as it does this, all of these spores burst out in a wide radius around you and these myconids. Um, and it seems to put like an acidity in the air, basically. It hits one of the myconids over here, but doesn't seem to do anything. The myconid doesn't seem to be affected by the spores. You could assume that's because they're of the same species, basically. Um, but yes. And now it is your turn, because that was his attack, basically.
Mm, I am going to swing
As
around,
you
see if I can
will.
hit them.
Which guy are you hitting?
Mm, the one closest to me. I mean, I see there's like 3 right around me.
Yes.
I cleave them all. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't
I
think you
guess
have
the
to
one
cleave feet.
at the top.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. You hit this guy. Oh, you
14?
just hit him.
Mm.
Roll that damage.
Oh, it's supposed to be attack is D20 plus 10. Hmm. Oops. Oh well. Uh, oh, but it is 2d4 plus 30. Mhm.
Ooh,
16.
nice. You cleave in front of you and hit this guy. Well, you cleave up, and you fuck up this guy. He's definitely bloodied. You cut off an arm, but he still seems to be up.
Okie dokie.
These ones seem to be a little tougher than the other undead you've encountered. Most undead, you hit them once, they go down. Even the myconid ones. These ones seem to be more durable.
Can I fly upwards so they can't reach me?
You will take attacks of opportunity if you do so.
Okay, never mind.
Okay. These guys are gonna move. I'm just gonna mark this guy so I don't. And this guy. Boop. Okay. So These two are going to take attacks. Actually, all four of them are going to take attacks as they surround you. Two of them are going to hit.
Okay.
I rolled low. You take 13 points of damage.
Okey-dokey.
I rolled like shit that round. Holy crap. How much HP do you have left, by the way?
Um, uh, what is 30 minus 13
Yes. Okay.
is
Do it.
17,
Okay.
right?
Yep. Yeah, that should be right.
Okay.
13.
Yep. Sorry, I had to say it out loud to do math,
Yeah.
I guess.
Math hard, bro. They slash at you repeatedly as they surround you. And this guy, this guy's gonna go and he is going to explode again. So please make a fortitude save.
Okie dokie.
He explode.
22.
22. Oh yeah. Okay, so you're only gonna take half. There we go. We're gonna take 11. Oh, you're gonna take half. So 6 damage.
Okie dokie.
Because you only took half because you passed the fortitude save. The rest of them did not pass, so they do not get the benefit. Okay, and it is back to your turn. You're a paladin, so you should have spells as well.
I do. Are these creatures evil?
Yes.
I'm gonna smite evil.
Oh yeah, you can totally smite.
So once per day, I can add smite to my melee attack. So a +4 to the
Amazing.
attack. Okay. So then I tried to hit them. I hit them.
Which guy are you hitting? The first guy that you fucked up?
No, the second guy. That guy is gonna go down with an easier hit.
Oh, yeah, so the guy you hit last time.
No, not the guy I hit last time.
Oh, do you
Yeah,
want the
that
guy
guy.
that explodes? Okay, yeah, this guy.
Yeah, I want the guy that explodes. I want him to
Okay,
stop fucking exploding.
yeah.
So it's a D20 plus 10.
Oh, yeah, you fucking hit this guy.
And then that is 2d4. Sorry. Let's see. Wait, plus the smite.
Plus the smite.
So it's uh So it's 2d4 plus 5 plus 4?
Is smite just a damage? It's not like a D something something?
It just says once per day add smite to a melee attack, plus charisma plus 4 to the attack, and plus paladin level damage plus 3 only works on evil creatures but still gets used up if used on non-evil creatures.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. So that should be correct then.
So I do 2d4 plus 13. Four. Oh, that hasn't been updated yet?
Oh, is that what Gary's saying?
Yeah. I don't know what that means.
Oh.
I'll just so is it like so what am I rolling for smite added to my damage?
3.5 smite, silly. Yeah. Okay, yeah, yeah. I was like, it should be like around like plus 20 or something with the smite. So plus 17.
So I do a plus 17 to my
Yes.
2d4.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, 21. Nice. You fucking cleave into this guy. And oh, oh, sorry, I thought I was gonna sneeze. You cleave into this guy and you fucking cut him in half before he can explode once more. I
Sick
just
of
hit
it.
him. Delete.
Sick of
He
the
fucking
exploding.
dies. This one, like those undead you fought earlier, instead of collapsing, just turns into a pile of goop.
Gross.
Yeah, disgusting.
Definitely gonna burn that later.
Is there anything else you would like to do on this turn? Do you have any reactions or anything like that?
Um actually yeah, I'm gonna heal myself.
Good idea.
Hang on.
Yeah, power attack be crazy.
So I want to use lay on hands on myself,
Okay.
but I don't quite understand. So I have 8 in my pool, and if I use one, how do I use it?
If it works like I haven't played around with 3.5 edition. Let me see. Lay on hands 3.5. Your healing pool. A paladin can heal a total of paladin level times your charisma modifier hit points daily. So you're level 4? And
Yeah,
what's your charisma bonus?
4.
4, so 4 times 4. Hold on. 4 times 4. So you have 16 points that you can use to heal yourself.
Okay, so I'll heal myself 16 points.
Amazing.
Perfect. Thank you.
I saw that, Gary. I saw that. I'm just double checking just to make sure, but I'm pretty sure. Uh, lay on hands. Yeah, yeah. Maybe you can either divide it or just use it all at once. Okay. It is a standard action, but I will let
Oh,
you do it this time.
oh, I'm sorry. I thought that
That's okay.
okay. We switched editions and now I'm confused.
I
Thanks,
know.
guys.
That's okay. Usually lay on hands for 3.5 is a standard action, but just because I know you guys haven't used the system as much, especially you and Hales, this time I'll allow it because you need the healing, honestly.
Dude, I'm gonna die. I'm at 11 HP otherwise.
Like, you actually would be taking, necrotic and poisoned, like, effects as well, but because you have divine health, you're immune to all diseases, so
Yeah. Thank goodness for that tea I had last night.
I'm going to roll to hit you again. I highly recommend you use something like Turn Undead next turn. That'd be really useful for you.
I don't have turn undead.
You should. You're level 4.
No, it's not here.
At level 4, you get Turn Undead.
Yeah, I'm a level 3 paladin and 1 battle dancer.
1 Battle Dancer. Oh,
Yeah.
like you took a different class?
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
then you
why I
don't
have the
have it.
charisma stuff.
Oh. I didn't know that Battle Dancer was a class. Oh, so you don't have Turn Undead. Man, that sucks. Alright, I'm gonna roll the hit now. Don't worry, Jules, I won't kill you. But we might get close. Okay, he misses, he misses. He misses. Oh my god. I actually suck. They all miss. All 4 of these guys are just like fucking trying to hit you so bad, but they are not coordinated
They
enough.
can't
They
reach
are still
me.
undead.
They cannot reach
They
me.
cannot reach you. You're too small and you're too fast with your flying. They tried desperately. I'm just gonna move these a little bit. There we go. They tried desperately, no avail, and it is your turn again.
I'm attacking. You can only use might once, right?
Uh, that's a great question.
Once per day adds might. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, once per day.
Okay, I'm just attacking. You swing.
Kill that man. Okay, just
Who
kill
do I
him.
hit?
Oh, nice. You hit. Yeah, 15 will definitely hit. Roll the damage. I assume you're hitting the guy that you hit earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah,
2d4
nice.
plus a regular amount, which is 13. Not question mark, 13.
Amazing.
18.
Yeah, he only had 11 HP left. This guy, you're as you're kind of dodging, you flawlessly just fucking up the center of him from like coochie down to the top of the head. Just split this guy in half.
Yeah. They're doing a fun little dance.
They're battle dancing, one could say.
Mm,
All right. 2 of them are going to attack you, and one of them is going to explode. Oh man. Okay, one. Okay. One rolled a natural 1, which I think means that you get an attack of opportunity. I think that is still in 3.5. Correct me if I'm wrong, Gary, but I'm pretty sure that's still on 3.5. And the other one rolled a natural 20 against you, which kind of sucks. And then please
True.
make a fortitude saving throw for the guy who exploded.
Stupid explosion guy.
There's only 2 of them that explode if it makes you feel any better. Oh, really? Then yeah, we're totally doing that. Yeah, you get an op attack on that one guy. Yeah,
Fortitude. 25.
25, you totally pass. And I will roll. You'll take half for that. You take 3. Take 3 damage from the explosion.
Nice.
Make an attack roll against the one guy who fucking whiffed it so bad.
$14.
Yep, you hit him.
Damn.
They only have an AC of 13, so
Oh shit. That's crazy.
yeah. They're zombies. They're easy to hit.
Got 2, 3, 4, plus 17.
Amazing. You hit this guy. He goes to try and hit you, and you go, "Nuh-uh." You don't kill him, but you definitely cut off his legs, and he's crawling. He's crawling to you. He's biting at your ankles.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, explode went. Okay, now the natural 20 guy. You take 17 points of damage.
Damn.
There goes all of your lay on hands.
Okay.
It is your turn again. You got this guy up top. He's got no leggies. He's biting at your ankles. The guy behind you just exploded. And then the guy below you is just like another normal guy, like the one above you, basically.
They're probably. I'm not sure I'm gonna survive this. I have 9 health.
I know. I told
I guess
you,
I'm
you
gonna attack
won't
the
die.
explosion guy because I don't want him to do that again.
Okay.
24.
Yep. You hit him. Even rolling a nat 1, you still hit him.
Yeah.
19.
19.
I will say with a 19, you kill this guy. He's got like 1 HP. Nah, you kill this guy.
Nice.
He explodes, you fucking whip around, you cut this guy's legs off, you just finish the fluid motion and just his head comes right off and you delete him. He turns into goo. 2 left. That guy will take disadvantage because, well, not technically disadvantage, but he's not going to be able to easily hit you. It doesn't matter. Neither of them hit you. This guy biting at your ankles. He's like, ah, and you're just like slightly floating off the ground. So like he's not really getting anything.
Can't get me.
And this guy, he's trying, but it's not happening. It's your turn once again. You have the perfectly healthy
24.
guy. Yeah, that hits. Perfectly healthy guy or guy with no legs.
The perfectly healthy guy, because the guy with no legs isn't. He can't bite me. He's fine.
Yeah.
19.
19. Same thing. I'm gonna give it to you. They have 20 health. You fucking kill this guy. He's got 1 HP. Nah. You kill him. And all left is this guy. He bites at your ankles. Oh, you got a nat 20!
Oh, the fucker! The fucker got my ankle. He got my toe.
Okay, he's only gonna do half the damage because it's really hard to try and swipe at you when he's got no freaking legs. And I rolled 2 ones. You take 2 damage.
With my fucking two. He
Wow.
bit my toe.
Nat 20 rolls the least amount of damage I could have rolled.
Yeah.
You get a little
Fuck.
too confident as you spin around to kill this other guy, and
Do
this
I
one
have
on the ground
unarmed
kinda
attack?
jumps up and he claws at your ankle and your foot and just kinda you take a little bit of damage.
Do I have unarmed attack? I don't. What? I want to step on his head and crush his fucking skull.
I mean, roll to hit. Just roll a
Okay.
d20.
Okay. Just a regular D20 just by
Yeah.
itself?
'Cause if you wanna crush him with your foot, you're not using your weapon, so
9.
ugh. I'll say with a 9, bro is literally on the ground. Has he's on the ground, prone. He can't really dodge you.
Yeah,
Eh,
that's fair.
I'll say, yeah. You just basically coup de grace this guy. You just step on his head. He turns to goo. And there's goo all over your shoe now.
And I light it all on fire.
You lit your shoe on fire?
My shoe is gonna.
Did you take the shoe off? Jules? Jules? I miss them. Oh, I miss them. Okay, I was figured from Battle Dancer, yeah.
Am I back? Can you
You're
hear me?
back, welcome
Yes.
back. Did you take the shoe
Wonderful.
off?
No, I'm wearing the shoe. They just light a match and drop it.
Okay, please make a reflex save
That's
to not catch
incredibly
yourself
valid.
on fire.
That's a 30, not a 20.
Oh my god, D30? Wow.
E30, bitches. Just kidding.
Oh yeah.
31.
Okay, you you light it on fire and you realize that your foot still's got the goop on it and the fire roars up your leg, but you're fast enough and you kinda kick your shoe off in time, um, and you are unscathed, thank goodness. You have 1 less shoe.
All right.
What do you choose to do? You are now halfway between the ruins and the town, and you are 1 shoe less, and you're hurting pretty bad.
I'm going back to town. I'm
Okay.
hungry.
You know that, um, since you did not see Finn tonight, that it is likely that you will see Finn tomorrow. So you take the chance of leaving the ruins, and you head back to town. You head back to town. Town's pretty quiet. It seems that it took you were fighting for a lot longer than you thought you were. And as you get to town, it's almost like it's morning already by the time you get there after you walk a couple hours. Get to
Well,
town, you look around, everything seems to be normal. You think you think for a second You think you see Finn, but as you turn a corner, kind of following, he's just gone. Must have been a trick
Hmm.
of the eye. Hmm,
I
weird.
am tired.
You're so tired. So you go to the tavern and you rest up, thinking that, oh, surely Finn will, someone will tell you if Finn shows up to the town, right? They have to come through the town anyways. So you have a little nap. You nap. About midday, you get back up. You feel better. Put your health back at normal. You've healed up. You've rested. You've had a little bit of a meal. No sign of Finn or the others.
Hmm.
You know of the others, at least from the note that everyone received regarding who would be on the team. Some of them you've seen them around. Rusty, you've seen quite a few times, very noticeable. Dragonborn, you don't see him walking around. You feel like he's a pretty burly guy. You'd notice him. Same with Raven, pretty edgy, like very you could spot her in a crowd. Sula, you've never met in person, so you don't know what he looks like. And the other one, you will have to recruit later. Would you like to stay in town and wait, or would you like to go back to the ruins?
I have to do my job.
Okay. You resolute and confidently, you decide that you have a job to do. You are going to fill that job. You go back to the ruins. You walk back. Nothing of note. You see the tar slash dust piles where you burned the myconids from early this morning slash last night. You make it to the ruins. As you get there, your camp has been ransacked. Something has run amok of your little camp that you've set up. Nothing's particularly destroyed, but fires kind of put out. Of course, it would be the pots overturned, the seating arrangements. You guys had pulled some logs over to kind of logs or pieces of large stone. They've kind of been turned over. Holes have been dug around, as if something was looking for something here. But whatever was here isn't here anymore.
It's probably what was coming at night watching me.
You could definitely assume that. You get back. It's about,
Ding.
you're not quite at evening time, but you are unsettled that the others have not showed up even now. Surely it wouldn't be that much longer.
Maybe they died
And
on their way.
that'd be so sad. Killed them on their way. And as you kind of settle in, you see those beams of light again. They're a little closer this time. More aggressive, more fervent. You could guess that whatever you encountered, the main force must have encountered Salonia's forces. And they're definitely fighting, and it seems that it is more of a struggle than usual. The beams of light do not fade this night. Usually they come and go, but it seems that whatever force went to Salonia, you got just a couple stragglers. And it seems to take them almost all night to get it contained. And
Interesting.
as the morning dawns, you wake up feeling a little better than yesterday. You're a little bruised, of course. You took some good hits. You still have a nice little gash on your ankle from that one guy. That one guy you cut his legs off.
Fucking bitch. Finish this
And
guy.
as you kind of get up to do your patrol, you stop and you see them. Another group. This time they're a little bigger. Just a couple more of them. Almost double. 10 of them are approaching the ruins. They're still a little far off, but you know if you meet them as you are now, you barely could take 5.
I know I don't want to do that, but I also can't leave.
So you choose to hold out. The ticking clock. Who will make it first? Will Finn and the others make it to you first before the undead reach you? Or will the undead reach you first?
Do you think the undead is stupid enough to fall into holes if I dig them right in front of them?
You could definitely do that, because I'm going to say this is where we're going to leave it. And we will pick back up on Saturday when the rest of them join you. But if you would like to set up traps and you would like to, you definitely have time to do so. Like I said, you see them coming. They're not fast, but they will eventually make it to you. You have maybe 2 hours
Yeah,
before.
they're definitely setting up traps. They know they
Definitely.
can't take them on head on as they are. They
You'll
just
at
fought 5
least
of them.
you'll at least try and get them to come to you and on your terms.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
So I will say for intensive purposes, you set up traps, you kind of set it up in a way that they will have to come through the ruins rather than skipping right over you like last time. You don't want to risk them sneaking by. You don't even know how they snuck by the first time around, but you're not taking chances this time. So you definitely can lure them towards the ruins, away from the town, to the traps, and you'll have traps set up, and that'll be exciting for when everyone else shows up.
True.
So we will end it there at the dawn of the 3rd day.
Fantastic. Thank you so
You're
much.
welcome. Now your character's caught up at least, and we don't have to do this part on Saturday. So basically, we will review what happens the session prior for Saturday. The others will be showing up in town about halfway through that 2nd day. Again, me telling you saw Finn wasn't a lie. You did
No, no, no.
actually
I
see
I
Finn.
knew that immediately.
Yep.
No,